In this video, we'll finish up the hypothesis test that we have started by writing the conclusion in the plain language. So back to the example where we were looking at finishing college within 6 years of starting with our sample. The first hypothesis test asked if it's possible to conclude that more than half these students have completed college within 6 years of starting. So the results of the test were reject the null hypothesis. So if I look back to what my hypothesis was, p equals 0.5, we are going to reject this. So I'm just going to cross it off here. We're rejecting it, so what you have to do is support the alternative. We didn't prove anything true, we just showed through our hypothesis test that we want to support the alternative. Do we actually know what the proportion is? No, I just know it's greater than 0.5, significantly greater than 0.5. So I'll say there is enough evidence to suggest, notice I'm not saying prove, to suggest that now I'm going to go back up to the problem. What was it that I was doing? That more than half these students have completed college within 6 years of starting. I'm just going to take the words from the problem, no sense reinventing the wheel, and put it into my conclusion. That, let's get rid of this. That more than half of these students have completed college within 6 years of starting. And I'm also going to put in the p-value, since I have it around. P equals 0.0336. I do this because if anyone else reads my research, they can see just how strong my evidence is against the null hypothesis. If I got 0.0499, someone else might say, I'm going to round that, and that's basically on the line, so I won't reject. But if you have a really small p-value, then someone would know that you have a lot of evidence against the null hypothesis. Any sort of published research paper will always give you a little summary right after your sentences. It'll give you a p-value. Often it'll also give you a sample size, as well as any test statistics as well. It's pretty common in, let's say, like psychology research. So the second example that we did, we wanted to see if this 52.9%, which happened in 2009, was a change from the 2007% of 56.1%. Looking for a change. So I'm just going to not reinvent the wheel and use part of that sentence to show that we have rejected the null hypothesis. There is enough evidence to suggest that the rate of completion let's say in 2009 is different from 56.1%. And the p-value 0.0414. Someone might also suggest that you could say that the rate of completion is significantly different from 56.1, just to make it extra clear that it's not just a little bit different. Oh, minor change here. Oops. All right, so last problem, we concluded that we'll reject the null hypothesis again. Coincidentally, all of that happened. Let's write our conclusion. There is enough evidence to suggest that the proportion or percent of students who have completed college is less than 56.1%. Now I could add in a few more details. Completed college in 6 years, I kind of left that out. And any other little detail words. You could also slide those in. There's not one end-all be-all way to write these conclusions, but generally you want to say that, do you have enough evidence or not? It's kind of showing that you gathered data. Oh, we want to make sure to put in the p-value, 0.0207. And it's nice to also add in what you hypothesized. We had hypothesized that the proportion was 56.1%. If you just say, hey, it's less, well, less than what? It leaves people asking. So here we go. We have written a sentence that completes our hypothesis test. And in one more video, we'll look at how to do all of this or part of it in StockCrunch.